Today on Singles Court, Ken can't believe that Kathy flew the coop.
Halfway through the vacation, she ups and leaves.
She took off because she's ticked off, and she can't bear to talk about it.
But how can I trust you?
Because I thought I could trust her.
You guys have troubles. I'm telling you, your ship is sinking fast.
And Rita has a beef with Carl's new lifestyle.
No fish, no meat, no cheese.
The guru of tofu is driving her cuckoo.
Since then, our friends haven't been back.
He says it's the path of least resistance.
I didn't want to hurt you, so
I don't want to hurt you. You don't want to hurt me.
Welcome to Singles Court, coming to you from the Singles Broadcast Network. I'm the show's producer, Michael Day, and well, let me tell you a little bit about our host. She's beautiful, she's intelligent, she's a brick house, she's Angela Segal, relationship mediator.
I tell you, Michael, you really know how to pour it on thick.
Well, I'm feeling funky today. You know what I'm saying?
Smelling the same way. So
Are you
let's get
feeling
on
me?
with it. I'm feeling you.
All right, well, let's feel this case. Today we have Ken and Kathy. Now, they're here today because, well, they have a problem. Otherwise, they wouldn't be here. But let's just get to it. Everything was going great. A couple of weeks ago, they went to San Francisco to celebrate their 6-month anniversary. Then, all of a sudden, Kathy just ups and leaves and catches a red eye and leaves Ken all teary-eyed in San Francisco. I call this the case of you left my heart in San Francisco.
Well, Ken, what happened? Sounds like you looked around and came up empty.
Well, I thought I was coming up full because when we first met, it was like, sparks. We were fantastic. We met in a dog park. I have a dog, she's a dog, and our dogs got it on. And
So did you?
we did too, for 6
Okay.
months. It was great. And that's what I thought it was. So we, decided to go away, celebrate our 6-month anniversary. And I say Florida, she says San Francisco. I'm like, great. My sister lives in San Francisco. We'll stay with her.
Okay, so you made some compromise there. Things
Absolutely,
are going
absolutely.
well.
My sister's a great person. We're twins, and
That makes her great?
Yes, absolutely, because she's so much
Okay.
like me.
Okay.
And anyway, things were great, and she got along really well with Trudy, and I don't know what happened. Halfway through the vacation, she ups and leaves.
Trudy, obviously he's confused. Do you agree with the part so far that you all had a great relationship?
Yes, as soon as I met him, I thought he was a fantastic guy. He was a dog lover, which scored big points with me. He's got a great sense of humor. I thought he was a fantastic person, and I wanted him to meet my parents. The story about going to San Francisco and his sister, meeting his sister was wonderful. She was just like him.
I'm hearing
just like he
wonderful,
said.
fantastic, great.
Hey, I've been to San Francisco. It is fantastic.
Okay, but what about, I'm sure you have, Michael, what about the relationship? Because it sounds like everything was perfect.
It was. Everything was
How
perfect.
did
It was moving along. Things were great. We were getting to know each other really well, and everything was working perfectly. It was like I had met my dream guy.
Then you became upset about something, and next thing you know, what?
She ups and leaves. We have a great time. We little picture here, just us coming back from Alcatraz. We had a great
You
time.
want to see this?
You're one of the few people that had a great time at Alcatraz.
Yes,
what
we
more
were.
can you ask for?
We didn't have to swim across shark-infested waters.
I guess I'm missing the part. So what did you do? She's gone. How did you
We were
try
having a
to
great
find...
time. We came back, and Trudy said to Kathy, how would you like to go out for like a girls' afternoon out? I'm going out with my friends. You can come with me. And I was like, go take off. I'll amuse myself. And she did. Everything was fine. It seemed like when they left, they go out for lunch. They come back. Trudy's like, Kathy left.
So Trudy doesn't know what happened. You don't know what happened.
No, I'm confused.
So what do you do at this point to try to find out what happened?
He should
Call
know
her?
what happened.
Well, I don't. There's the thing. I'm calling you. You're not telling me. I have to know.
So you did-
If you were to think-
Communication's a two-way thing here.
Yeah, but if you were to think, you would know what was wrong.
Why should he just know? Granted, I can understand that obviously you were upset about something.
Yes, and
but
he should know that I would not just leave and just for no reason. Like, he should know why I would be so upset.
So, are you one of the Psychic Network people, or I mean, how would you know? How would he know that?
I'm no JoJo, so
Okay.
please enlighten us.
All right. Okay. Yes, we went for lunch.
Okay.
Lunch was going great. We were all talking. I'm an actress, and I've been getting parts and, you know, having the opportunity to go out and read for big parts, and things have been going really, really well, and I'm very proud of myself, and I'm loving what I'm doing.
Okay.
I was talking to the girls about movies, some of them that I had bit parts in. The girls we were talking about renting movies, and Trudy turned to me and the girls and said, well, if those movies aren't in the video store, why don't you go back to the adult section and check out this movie?
Which?
Kathy? Which was a movie, a
That-
porno movie that I did years ago, that I told Ken about in confidence, and I said to him, please, don't ever tell anybody about this. I'm very, very embarrassed about it. I only did it because I was so broke and I had no other choice. It's nothing that I would ever do again, and I trusted him.
Okay. I mean, obviously, this is the first time that you're hearing about this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, she told me in
but it's something you knew about.
It was something I knew
So
about.
how did Trudy find out about it?
He humiliated me by telling Trudy, and then she tells all the basically. I mean, the girls knew what she was talking about. It was obvious at the table.
I told Trudy in the utmost confidence, we're twins, okay? I tell her everything, and I told her, you know, no, don't say anything. I'm filling you in on the history of this girl that I really, really like.
Okay,
Yeah, but
my question is, when you told Trudy in confidence,
Yes.
she told you in confidence,
Yeah.
then you told Trudy in confidence.
Yes.
What made you think that was the end of it? Because it sounds like people's confidence is real loose. It's like a bag with a big hole in it.
Because I thought I could trust her, and
Yeah,
you know
I
what?
thought I could
If
trust
Trudy
you.
said something in public, she didn't mean it in any sort of malicious way.
It doesn't matter. I was embarrassed. The point is that I didn't want you to find out. I didn't want him to find out through seeing it or from his friends telling him. So I told him something.
Okay, Kathy, so you're upset. Okay.
Yes.
Explain to me how you feel justified just leaving and never telling him just until now. Why? You should know. I mean, why would he know that? How would he guess that?
Because that was the only thing that would have been the flaw in our relationship, and the fact that.
But you left. I mean, explain
did.
to me why you left and didn't even give him an
Well-
opportunity, at least to know why you left.
First of all, I was so embarrassed I couldn't face Trudy anymore either. I mean, I knew that he knew already, but the way that.
Okay, but that's one day. What about after you got home? What about when he called you and tried to find out?
I just figured that he should know. I was so angry that I was afraid to say anything because I didn't want.
Back to my question. How would he know? I mean, did you put a tattoo across your chest? How would he know?
Because that's the only thing that I've ever told him that would embarrass me or upset me. Everything else has been wonderful. So I would assume that he would just guess.
Okay. And my question to you, Ken, is how in the world did you think that in confidence, even if she is your twin, would care as much as you're supposed to care about her?
Because she cares about me, and I really thought that we
In a
have
different
secret.
way, I hope.
Well, yes.
I mean,
You know, an Angelina Jolie thing going on.
it's-
here. Okay, it's just, I mean, it's what I say to her stops at her usually, you know, and obviously this time it didn't.
So that means
well, how do you feel about that?
I feel terrible. I didn't know she was going to say this to humiliate you. I really thought it was going to be. I'm sure she didn't say it in a malicious way. I'm sure she was just joking.
But how can I trust you ever again? If I ask you, I beg you not to say anything, and then you say something, and then you're saying, well, you guys are the best friends, you tell her everything. So does that mean that everything I tell you, you should tell her then?
You know what? Here's the issue. When I will come back with my resolution and let you know that you guys have troubles. I'm telling you, your ship is sinking fast. Kathy, I thought I was a drama queen. You got me beat by a mile. Ken, information that's given to you in confidence is for you only. That's why they call it confidence. There's never an acceptable reason to share that information with someone else. You put Trudy's ears in front of Kathy's feelings, and that's disrespectful, and obviously she felt as though it was a betrayal, as most people would. Kathy, you on the other hand kept saying, well, he should know. He should know. He should know what? I mean, you're an actress. If a director gave you a role in a movie and didn't give you a script, you wouldn't accept the answer, well, she should know. Everyone needs to know what the rules are, what you expect. If there's a problem with a disappointment, if there's a problem with your feelings, it's your responsibility to communicate that to your partner. They should not have to figure out what's wrong with you. You cost this relationship valuable time because you all really could have settled this yourself. You didn't need me to tell you this. This is not new. You've learned this probably when you were 7 years old. No one is there to read your mind. You can't read another person's mind in a relationship. Relationships are about, as we know, trust. And once that trust is violated, Ken, it's your responsibility to earn it back. I think this relationship is worth saving. But understand, you're the one that's going to have to walk the extra mile. And as far as secrets are concerned between the two of you, I suggest you keep them just there between the two of you. Twins or not, that's that in black and white.
Next on Singles Court, Rita has a beef with Carl's new lifestyle.
No fish, no meat, no cheese, no milk.
The guru of tofu is driving her cuckoo.
So let me make sure I
won't exploit
understand this
any
correctly. So no animals whatsoever. So for
Correct.
instance, you can't wear something like this.
Hey, welcome back to Singles Court, the #1 show on the Singles Broadcast Network, as rated by me, the show's producer. But if you want a second opinion, you should talk to the host, Angela Segal.
Well, you're looking dapper again, I must say. Did
Thank
you get
you.
those glasses from the Singles store?
Yes, I did. You like them?
Yeah, they're nice.
They are sassy, and I'm feeling sassy.
And
But-
sounding sassy.
Enough about me and my fabulous wardrobe. Let's get on with today's people. Today we have Carl, who's a website designer, and Rita. Rita's a retail management person. They moved in recently to test the waters. They're thinking about getting married and taking their relationship to the next level. However, they've run into a bit of a problem. It seems as though Carl has been possessed by the spirit of Gandhi, and it's driving Rita a little crazy. I call this the case of the vexing vegan.
Well, Rita, sounds like there's trouble in, if you want to call it, paradise.
Yeah, to say the least.
What seems to be the problem?
Well, I just want to start off by saying that I love this man. And we're actually supposed to be married in 4 months, but I'm getting a little bit nervous because of his serious new change of lifestyle. I'll let him explain it to you, though.
Okay.
Well, I've become a vegan. And since I've done that, I've just charged up my life.
Okay, help me. What's a vegan?
Well, a vegan can't eat any meat or meat byproducts. So no fish, no meat, no cheese, no milk, no eggs.
So nothing with a face on
No
it, basically.
honey, if you can believe that.
Well, honey exploits the labor of bees, and
So let me make
I
sure I
won't exploit
understand this
any
correctly. So no animals whatsoever. So for
Correct.
instance, you can't wear something like this either?
No, I can't. But I don't judge people who do.
Okay.
Except for me.
Except, okay, yeah.
No, I'm not judge of your lifestyle. You should try mine. It's great.
I'm not interested.
Obviously, this was a change. So he wasn't like this before.
No,
Okay, so
not at all.
what brought about the change, Carl?
Well, a marriage, a wedding is a huge lifestyle change. It's a rebirth, if you will. And I wanted to be as pure a human being as possible for this marriage.
Okay. So Rita, did he include you in this change, or was it something he just came home and said, by the way, throw away everything with a face?
No, yeah, everything kind of came, started a couple months ago, and I guess the biggest thing is the eating habits. I mean, I came home one day from work, and I had this beautiful vegetarian casserole baked, and I gave him some, and he threw it out because I had added
was
some
honey
honey
in it.
in it. And, okay, so on top of the eating change, which is impossible to buy groceries for us, and I get yelled at for eating cheese, there's this thing called this tantric breathing exercise he does all the time.
Breathing
and
is very
he
important.
meditates in the living room floor, and
Okay, so that's new too, this kind of breathing thing.
it's new.
Can you put your legs behind your head, though?
Well, I'm working on it. That's
Michael, this is not Saturday. So Carl, explain to me, when you change this whole lifestyle, don't you think that the person you marry should have some say in that?
Oh, she should join. Honest to God, I'm 30 years old.
No, not join you. That's not what I asked you. Not join you. Some say. Explain to me how you plan to come home and just basically drop this in her lap.
Well, it's Angela, you must understand that this is it's life-changing. It's like a religion. It maintains the same devotion and it gives the same back. I am so energized.
Okay, I have a
from
question
this.
for you, Carl. Do vegans answer questions?
Yes.
Okay, well, my question was, how did you expect to position this so that your fiance, soon to be your wife, could embrace your lifestyle?
Well, she doesn't have to embrace it. I will respect her life.
Not
She
letting
just
you
has to respect what I'm doing.
Okay, so you know what?
How does
The
he
worst-
handle the fact that you're not a vegan?
Not very well, because you know what? The worst part of it all is we don't have any friends anymore, okay?
Oh, we have lots of
he
friends.
He decided at the start of this whole little extravaganza to have a barbecue. It was a tofu barbecue. So since then, our friends haven't been
My
back.
friends fully support me in this,
Your friends
all of
don't
them.
support you at
Danny
all.
supports everything I do.
Danny, oh my gosh, Danny is the biggest beer.
Okay, you know what? I actually have Danny's number here, and hello, Danny. Yeah, I've got him on the line now, so we
Oh,
can
good.
check with him.
Yes.
I'd like to hear what Danny
Help
has to
save
say.
me. Me too. Go ahead.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Danny.
Hi, Danny.
Hey, Angela, how you doing?
I'm fine.
All right.
Are you a vegan?
No, well, you know, I was thinking about it. Carl was telling me all about it over beer and wings the other week, right? And,
Beer and wings. I thought you were a vegan. Doesn't that? I mean, you drink beer?
They were tofu wings, and
Oh, tofu wings.
he,
Yeah, I guess that's something that it doesn't have a face.
sorry, Carl.
Carl, you're busted. Rita, how's that make you feel?
I know what
He's
this is about.
drinking beer and eating wings.
Angela, can you excuse me for 1 second? I think I know
No.
what this is about.
But why don't you tell me what you think it's about? Because obviously
think
you've
this
been
is
talking to
about?
him. Yeah, what's it
I
about?
think this is about the engagement.
No.
Yes, Carl, isn't it? It's about the engagement.
Carl, how do you feel about the truth about the impending marriage?
I didn't want to hurt you, so
I don't want to hurt you. You don't want to hurt me?
I thought I'd give her a way out.
So you're going to make this fake lifestyle and make me go and break up with you like the
Rita.
chicken?
Rita, hello. Okay, question. Obviously you're upset. I can understand that. However, now you know he's really not a vegan. You should be happy. He's really who you thought before.
And I don't think
Problem
I
is he
like
doesn't
that
want
person
you
anymore.
He doesn't want you.
Yeah,
why is it
so
that
I
you
don't
don't?
think I
Why is it
like
that you
you
don't want to be
anymore.
married? Is it her?
No,
or
it's
is it the
not.
marriage?
It's not you at all.
Was
It's
it-
the
no,
whole
talk to me.
marriage thing. The whole. I mean, I'm fine. The relationship
So
was
you
great.
lied to me?
But it was just the whole marriage
lied
thing.
to me
I
is
didn't
what you
wanna-
did.
You know,
Chill out.
do you know how much work it was to be at this? Do you know how much
To be
what kind of
a
food I
liar?
had to eat?
But you, yeah.
I had to
beer-
read that whole feng shui book from cover
And
to
I had to
cover.
go
Excuse
through
me.
this and watch you change before my eyes, and you had the nerve.
Michael,
Hey,
could you
sister,
throw some wings at them or something, please?
cool down.
Thank you. Thank you. You should be. Carl, what is it about the marriage that you're so afraid of? Because
this
you
whole-
say the relationship is fine. So
I
what is
couldn't
it?
breathe when we started living together. The whole marriage thing, I just
Hear me, man.
felt constricted. So, and I didn't want to hurt her. She's such a nice person that I thought I'd give her a way out.
Rita, he may not have chosen the best route, but can you at least set aside your feelings for a second and understand his fear? Do you at least understand that part of it?
I thought I was marrying a man.
Not what you thought. That's not what I asked you. Can you understand his fear? It is a big change. Most people, when they get married,
Most people go about it in a little bit more of a mature
okay, but,
way.
Okay, so he didn't go about it in the most mature way, but what did you do to help him through the process? You know he's afraid. What did you do? What did you do?
I tried to talk to him. I tried to, like make his dinner for him, like, make him feel comfortable, like create a nice home environment,
Okay, and Carl,
Like-
what did you do to let her know that you were afraid besides making up this elaborate lie? Or was that your plan of action?
Well, that was my plan. Yeah. You see, I thought if I made myself impossible to live with, she would get rid of me and
the onus
not
is
feel
left on
bad.
me.
I didn't want to hurt your feelings.
The onus is left on me, though. You get to walk out of this.
Well, you know
I
what?
feel bad.
At this point, I think it's time to make a resolution because it sounds like it wasn't the lie that she had to live with. It's ultimately you. I'll be back with my resolution. This case is full of meat. I mean the good meat, the kind that good relationships are based on. Rita, you chose to ignore some signs of scary feelings. Clearly, Carl was scared of marriage, and maybe things were going so fast as you were getting ready for the wedding, and you were caught up in what was fun, and maybe it was hard to recognize his true feelings. Plus, the fact that he was hiding it from you made it difficult as well. But it is a scary thing for some people, especially men. And sometimes we have to open up and give the person the opportunity to tell us. And if they're not able to do that, sometimes we have to dig a little deeper and find it. It's not the end of the world because you end up with a good prize. It's worth it. You, on the other hand, Carl, what a wuss. Hello, big baby. You have to realize that making up a story, I'm going to make you hate me, that's very third grade. It doesn't work, ever. It always backfires. You have to understand that trying to get her to feel a certain way, that's almost like putting together all the pieces on a board and hoping at one point they come together and become a tree. I mean, it just doesn't work like that. You're taking two separate things that will never become something else. And I think you knew that you were in over your head before I got that phone call. You all have a relationship that's worth saving. You love each other. And that in itself is half the battle. But you have to understand, Rita, that you need to let him tell you about his fears. They're of the marriage, not you. He loves you. Goodness gracious, that's hard to find. Let him tell you about his fears, help him with his fears, and help him know that you'll be with him through thick and thin. So the two of you, go out, have a hamburger. It's on me. And that's that, in black and white.
Well, there it is. The West Coast party is the best coast party, if your boyfriend can keep his mouth shut. And you really can't meditate your way out of a marriage. Sounds like sound advice from the lady, Angela Segal. Join us next time here at Singles Court, the final word for singles.